Good morning, peepsy doodles. Alright, we're going to start this wonderful 6 a.m. Saturday morning with another video game review because my ass can't sleep. So last night I finished, it's all good. Last night I finished the campaign to Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Now, that is what this review is going to be, is just over the campaign. I've touched a little bit into the multiplayer, but not enough to give a full review. Now, just to kind of give you guys a little bit in advance about what I thought going into Call of Duty, originally I wasn't going to buy it. I've worked at GameStop for a number of years, coming on 6, just past 6, and I have never been so disappointed with the fact that a game, just like Assassin's Creed's starting to do, comes out every single year, and people expect it, but people hate it. People are starting to get sick of the same shit getting reprocessed and reused and redone, and so it's kind of going down the tubes. And last year, Ghosts came out for the next-gen systems, as well as the previous gen, and it didn't do what people were hoping it was going to do. You know, I have it, I bought it, I mostly bought it because there were a couple of friends of mine that were playing, and, you know, we got a clan going together, but would I have purchased it on my own? Not really. Was it good? I didn't play the campaign, I couldn't tell you. I heard it was like 4 hours long, but I actually don't know. I didn't buy it for the campaign. I bought it because there was a clan I was playing with, and I played it for like a month after I got it, and it sat on the shelf since last November. So that goes to tell you how much I really cared for Ghost. I felt like the multiplayer was good, but it was because it was exactly the same as all the other freaking multiplayers. So I wasn't really excited to get Advanced Warfare because it was going to be the same trash reprocessed and given to you as new trash, and I wasn't looking forward to spending $60 on that. Well, let me just tell you, that's, at least as far as the campaign goes, that is not the case. Also before I got it, I was also a little disappointed in the fact that I was like, it's a rehash of fucking Halo. Like, we've got fucking exosuits and boost jumps, and I mean, it's all futuristic, and I was not having it. Well, they actually used, excuse me, hey! They actually used all of those different elements in the campaign extremely well, and it makes you look forward. Each chapter that you play, they give you 3 different little equipment bonuses that you get to use within the chapter, and you look forward to playing the next one to see what you're using that chapter. Alright, so the essentials that you need to know. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare is 15 chapters. They range anywhere pretty much between 20 and 30 minutes apiece, rounding out to about a 6 to 7 hour experience on normal. I started it Wednesday night, played about 2 chapters Wednesday, 2 or 3 chapters Thursday, and finished it out last night. So your roundabout normal 6 to 7 hour Call of Duty experience is what you're going to get. But what gets packed into that experience is so awesome and so fantastic that I'm actually telling you guys about it. So there you go. They use motion capture, which if you guys have seen anything on Beyond Two Souls with Ellen Page and Willem Dafoe, you'll know that they actually take scans of real life actors and put them into the game. So that's one thing that already kind of draws you in a little bit more, is you already know the characters from previous places. Your main character that you actually play is Troy Baker, also known as in the game as Mitchell. But Troy Baker was the voice actor for your main character in BioShock Infinite. He was also in quite a few other games. I believe he was in Dragon Age. He's in quite a few things. So his voice is very recognizable right from the start, as is his face. And then you have Jonathan Irons, who is played by Kevin Spacey, which you guys have probably seen Kevin Spacey's face 6:30 in the morning. You've probably seen Kevin Spacey's face plastered all over everything. Well, it's for good reason, because he's actually in the game, and he does a great job at playing his character in the game. There's also a couple other people that you may or may not know. You can actually IMDb it, because it does have its own IMDb page, because there's actual actors in the game. Like Gideon Amory, I think it's Amory, he also plays as one of the guys that you're pretty much with the entire game. So, very quick synopsis, with no spoilers. You play as Mitchell. You start out in the Marines. You're heading to Seoul, Korea. Something goes awry. You end up getting discharged, and then you're picked up by Atlas, who is led by Jonathan Irons. And Atlas is its own entity that basically contracts itself out to different governments for profit. And they are the ones that have all of this crazy-ass advanced warfare. All of this different equipment with the exosuits, the boosts, the sonics, the fucking crazy shit. There's all kinds of different equipment and new equipment that they're teaching you throughout the game. So, what else can I tell you? Like I said, there's the motion capture. Okay, so the variability is what really draws you in, as well as the story, which is huge for a Call of Duty game. There's not very many games, as far as Call of Duty is concerned, where it's just like, oh, it's a shooter. Why do I need to play through the campaign? I'm just buying it for the multiplayer. Well, this one you should actually give a chance to, because the story kept me coming back again and again for the last couple days, because I wanted to know what was going on. You get the feeling from the very beginning that something's kind of awry, something's not quite right. The character seems super trusting, but of course, as always, somebody's going to betray your trust, something's going to get fucked up, and it does. And they do it in such a fantastic way that, like I said, it really keeps you coming back for more and wanting to know what's happening. And then the variability between the chapters is also huge. You normally have your follow me sequences, as most Call of Duty has, and they have that in almost every chapter, where either Gideon or whoever you're with says, on me, follow me, we're going this way, and there's a little follow icon above them. But what they do within the chapter is so different from chapter to chapter that it doesn't ever make it boring. It's actually nice to have that follow, because sometimes things get so crazy and so fucked up that it's nice to be able to look and see where your other teammates are and see that little follow icon, so you know where you're going. Because if you get trapped back here, killing a mech by yourself, and then you look around and you're like, fuck, where did everybody go? You can kind of keep an eye on that little icon so you know where you're supposed to go, which is actually nice. But there's all kinds of, like I said, there's a sequence where you're actually controlling a mech. You can control drones. There's wasps. There's a few different driving sequences, which I was really, really, really bad at. But each time that you're driving, it's a different vehicle, so you get different experiences that way. There's shit underwater. There's explosions. There's all kinds of crazy shit. And while there is a lot of, each chapter starts off with a cutscene, but the cutscene adds so much, and it's not like you're going on these random ass missions just to fill up space. Everything that you do is for a purpose, everything that you do is for a reason, and it really brings the story together. It's great. Now, a few little drawbacks that really kind of I didn't care for a whole lot. Okay, this part I did like. At the end of each chapter, there are 4 different segments, I guess, that you level up as you go. It keeps track of your overall kills, your headshots, the intel that you find, and grenade kills. And every time that, so like I think the regular, like the kills go up by 100, headshots go up by like 10, and it goes on and on. And every time you level that bar up, it gives you a point. And that upgrade point can be used to upgrade abilities that you have, whether it be your exosuit, reload time, armor, whatever. There's 22 different things that you can upgrade in all. And so I thought that was awesome, because then it really makes you focus on what you're getting in the game. I'm like, oh shit, you know, if I get another 3 headshots, I get another point, and I can upgrade this. But also, the thing that kind of dropped it back for me a little, I totally lost where I was going with that. Hopefully, hold on a second. Got it. I totally lost my train of thought. Okay, there was a 5th category, which is intel. Now, I didn't find a single piece of intel until like the 8th chapter, because I didn't know what I was looking for. A lot of times in the past Call of Duty games, when you find a piece of intel, you know, at like one of the first chapters, they may ask you to pick up a piece of intel. That way you know what it looks like, you kind of know what you're looking for. These intel in this game are laptops, and there are computers everywhere in most of the chapters that you're in. And so a lot of times you are blazing through areas, there's certain, you know, missions that you're completing, you're in a hurry, and I felt like the intel was a little bit difficult to find, because a lot of times you're really not paying attention and they don't tell you what you're looking for. So if you're trying to complete something that way as far as intel, I thought that that was a little shitty on how they presented that to you. Now, they do have a portion and the menu with intel that you can go through the different chapters and see what different intel that you find and check it out. There's also, once you complete the game, actually it's not even when you complete it, it's as you complete the chapters. There's chapter select, and it will tell you how many pieces of intel are in that chapter and how many you found. So once the game's completed, you can go chapter to chapter and find the rest of it now that you know what you're looking for. But that was a little frustrating, is that I didn't really know what I was looking for. The other thing I found a little bit frustrating was the ending. Now, while I don't think it could have ended any other way than what it did, and they did do it in a big bang in your face kind of way, I felt like it kind of, like, the story was drawn out. It wasn't drawn out in a bad way, but, you know, there was all this stuff that was happening, and then all of a sudden the last 2 chapters, like, it was just like, boom! This is what's happening, here's the conclusion, there you go. And you're like, you know, those last couple chapters probably could have gotten drawn out into a few more. At least the last chapter probably could have, just because I felt like it was so boom bang done. But, you know, it is what I didn't feel like when I finished the game. I was like, oh my god, that was fucking fantastic. I was just like, oh, well, you know, I kind of figured that was going to happen, but, you know, it's fine, it's done, it's over. But it was the experience leading up to that that was awesome. The story really, really is worth it. Now, would I tell you to buy Call of Duty Advanced Warfare for the campaign? That one's tough, because while the story is one of the best stories I've played in a game in a really long time, which is saying a lot, it is only 6 to 7 hours. Now, like I said, there is a lot of trophies / achievements that you can go back and find. You can go back and you can try to get the intel. You can go back and try to beat it on hard or veteran or anything like that. But as far as doing a single playthrough, I would probably tell you to rent it, unless you're getting it for the multiplayer. And then, of course, I would tell you to play the multiplayer, because I haven't touched it yet. I personally did buy it. Like I said, I checked it out, I played it for 2 days, found that I really liked the campaign, and we played a few multiplayer levels, and I realized that there was a lot of customization in the multiplayer levels that I really, really liked. And when I played it, it played really fluid. You know, I'm on a 60-inch television with, you know, the next-gen system, and I didn't feel any lag, I didn't feel anything like that, and so, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the fact that I could play split screen with Kevin. Now, having said that, I don't know if any of the other systems are having this experience, but in split screen there is an issue where, at least in the PlayStation 4, if you're playing split screen, Jesus, stop! If you're playing split screen, so you're playing online on the same system, there's an error that will pop up every once in a while and will take you back to the main menu and cut you out. I don't know if any of the other systems are having that experience, but I know the PlayStation 4, at least at this moment, is. But anyway, I'm going to stop because I'm getting into multiplayer, and that'll be a different video. So as of right now, I would probably give Call of Duty Advanced Warfare at least an 8.5, taking away a little bit just because of the things that I told you guys about. I also, because I get motion sickness from games, I did get motion sickness from a few different areas, which kind of made me done for the night, so that kind of played into it, but that was just my own personal thing. And so definitely highly recommend the campaign for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. If you have a chance, I definitely recommend you try it out. I can't tell you if it's worth the full $60 yet because I traded in some games. I got it for $20 at GameStop pre-owned, so after trade-ins, not, yeah. And so I personally bought it because I liked what I had seen of the multiplayer so far, but I don't have a full review ready for you guys. Like, oh my god, you totally need to buy it. I just bought it because Kevin and I had fun with it. So that's the review. It's a long review. I'm long-winded this morning for whatever reason, so I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye.